And we're live. Lots of our questions today at Asshole Consulting, and Brian writes, "Hi, Aaron. This is a video request. I wrote to you a few weeks ago about mind hacks to tolerate compulsory diversity training at Globo Tech Corp. Anyway, I thought of an interesting way to make it fun. Found out it's just a series of about 3 hours of videos that I have to sit through. I'm not sure if there's a face-to-face meeting or discussion component of it, although I don't believe there will be. Still, 3 hours of watching this fucking shit makes my stomach turn. So I think it would be tolerable if I turned this into a complete fucking Rocky Horror Picture Show type event. I'm going to make this into a drinking game with some other white and Asian male friends." Why would you deny a black? Look, I don't know if you knew this or not. Blacks and Hispanics and females also don't like diversity and inclusion meetings. Well, maybe the women do because I'm impressed. I don't know. I don't know the minds of women, but I think I safely speak for the male minority mind that they don't like diversity and inclusion training either. Get your brothers in on it. Get the Latinos in. Why would you relegate it just to the whites and the Asians? These guys are suffering just as much as you. Like, oh God, Jesus. Maybe everybody, in a true sense of diversity, they bring respective drinks and cocktails from their cultural background, you know. The Asians, they got their sake. I guess white dudes bring whiskey. What's a black drink? What's an African drink? Is there an African liquor or something like that? Maybe South African wine. I don't know. There's got to be somebody out there knows. There's got to be like a true African spirit, not just whiskey or whatever. There has to be something very specific to Africa. What Latinos bring? Tequila, obviously. Why'd I even ask? All the guys are having fun. Girls get pissed off. Why are you having fun? Has been the war. You just don't like it when men have fun, do you? Men can't have fun. Just pisses you women off somehow. I'm curious if you or any commentators had any suggestions. So far, this is what I got. Every instance of a pejorative white male or white privilege is one shot of vodka. Every instance of a new stupid made-up PC term like BIPOC, BIPOC, is two shots. By the way, BIPOC is black and indigenous people of color. Okay, some worthless liberal arts major came up with that. They're supposedly higher on the more oppressed totem pole than Asians. If you have any ideas on how to make this more fun, I'd be interested in hearing them. Let me know if you have any ideas. All right. Let's operate from the premise that only men are going to play this game. Women are not. They're going to take it seriously because that's how they've been trained. I think you should include other races, other males. All males are open. I'd like the idea of everyone bring on their own ethnic booze. Right off the bat, if the person doing the speaking or the people doing the speaking is not a white male, you have to have a drink for each one that isn't. You should have another drink in there for non-binary mentions. Be gay, trans, bi, whatever. Anytime there's an indication or hint that reparations should be paid, take a drink. And here's where it's really going to cut deep and hurt all the fake people out there. Anytime your act to treat a minority male, minority race or gender or whatever, like a little retarded child, I think you should take a drink. Because that's ultimately the final and ultimate insult to everyone here. Is like, oh, just say okay with that. It's like, are they adults? Are they humans? Why are we treating them like retards? They are not cripples. I think something like that would do that. And so I emailed back and said, I'll do it on one condition, answering his question. I'll rant about I get to rant about how every self-respecting person should just quit or refuse to work for firms that force this bullshit on you. And I think that's the more important thing. We can lampoon this and make this fun and say, haha, make a drinking game out of it. And I know it's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen. But, here, Alex Tillery. Palm wine is West African. And Captain Travesco, Ugandan Wagari is a very strong spirit. Okay, there we go. Bring some Ugari. That's it. I'm going to look that up. The reason I know this isn't going to work is because all of yous guys, male, female, Hispanic, white, you're all in debt. Not you guys. I know you guys. You guys listening aren't in debt. But why this would not work? See, like, because tomorrow we could end this scourge. We would never have to have diversity and inclusion training ever again. It is, and it's a scourge. It's bullshit. Everyone knows it's bullshit. Really, no kidding. Treat everyone equally. Okay? Because there wasn't like serious legal consequences like that. Not to mention, I'd like to morally treat people as equals. No kidding. Don't grab the girl's boobs in public. Oh, I didn't know that. This childish shit will go away. This communist Marxist propaganda will go away when you people stop accepting it. Where your boss comes and says, hey, Jim. Yeah. There you are, Jim. Never done a thing to another person. You need to go to diversity training. And Jim just says, no, I don't. What? No, I don't. Well, I don't know if I meant. Oh, then fire me. And by the way, if you fire me for that, I'm going to sue you for wrongful termination. And maybe you won't win. But in the, not the ideal world, there was one point in time where people had enough self-respect to say, I'm not tolerating that. No, I'm not going to be lectured by some worthless bint with a degree in diversity and inclusion who is a parasite and never worked. Tell me how I'm oppressing her people or her gender. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to date fat chicks. I'm not going to go to this. I'm not going to go and be accused of horrific sins against society that I've never done. And I disagree with the premise. I am here to work. I'm here to be your accountant. I am here to make the widgets. I am here to hook up the computers. I am not going to tolerate you lecturing me and accusing me of being a bigot when I have clearly not been. Now, in not the ideal world, in a world that wasn't too long ago, men and women in America would just not tolerate, like, bye, goodbye, out of here. But you guys, not you guys, but everyone else has debt. And we could say your stereotypical white male who's the target of all this bullshit, although he's not the only one that suffers. Everybody suffers with these worthless meetings and unnecessary training and indoctrination. You could say, I'm done, I'm leaving, I'm walking away. They can't. Why? Because the average white male married the average white female, and she's going to divorce them, and they have a ton of debt, and that is the problem. You are slaves to debt. You live paycheck to paycheck. You had to keep up. It's a Barbie world in a Barbie thing. I'm a cock, and I borrowed money. You're the bank's bitch. You live paycheck to paycheck. I've seen it 100 times before. And this isn't just the white guys. I'm using that as the stereotypical example. A lot of the brothers, a lot of Latinos are also maxed out to their credit cards. And you guys need this job more than the job needs you. So guess what? It's like living at home and being dependent on your parents. You're their bitch. So now you get to be insulted, degraded, and just pained with this blatantly obvious, worthless, Marxist, frankly, sexist, racist slop called diversity and inclusion. Now, there's a piece of me that I wake up tomorrow, brothers and sisters, and the Lord had great mercy and gave all the American men and women, male and female, black and white, Latino and Asian workers, the power to say, no, fuck off, you dang employer. We shall not attend your worthless Marxist leftist diversity and inclusion propaganda hosted by a worthless, degenerate piece of parasitic scum female with a degree in diversity and inclusion. We shall make the widgets. We shall do the debits and credits. We will balance the balance sheet. We will repair the machines. We will network the computers, but we will not, sir, tolerate your indignation accusing us of being bigoted and phobic. You all would just say, nope, because if you formed a union, you could call their bluff. The critical workers union, the essential workers union. And we say, no, we're essential workers. You need us. You don't have a business without us, engineers or accountants or insurance people or whatever. And no, we're not going to go to that. I'm not going to diversity inclusion. If you want to fire me, fine. Find someone else. Oh, by the way, your legal department's going to have a royal pain in the ass to deal with. Now let me do my fucking job and leave me the fuck alone. If you all did that at the same time, this shit would go away. But because you're debt bitches, because you're beholden to the banks, because wifey needed a granite countertop. Bro, man, I can't just pull up to the... I remember always having the shittiest car at whatever bank parking lot I worked at. I pulled up. Nice Beamer. I know you don't make that much money because I know you. Nice SUV. It's the 85 Cutlass Supreme. It's the 89 Chevy Caprice Classic without the muffler. Wah, 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 wah. You could do it, but you have to go without the money. You have to go without the materialism, and you guys won't do it. So now you get to be political power people's bitches, and you get to go through this completely pointless, emperor has no clothes, dumber than fuck brainwashing, which won't take because you won't. Well, some people will. I oppress people. Ugh. You get to deal with that. Or it's just a piece of me out there, guys. We're just like, no, not doing it. Or like when you go into an interview, like I will come here and work, but here's some requirements. I do not attend any sensitivity, diversity, sexual harassment training at all. You're just going to assume I'm an adult and a professional, and I don't sit in any of those meetings. There's a piece of me, like if I was ever to go back, I would never sit in meetings, period. I'm like, I don't do meetings. Unless I'm presenting and it's very important that I be there, I don't do meetings, diversity or not. But if you all just went, now look, a lot of you kids, this is for the future, because the old farts, the Gen Xers and the baby boomers, it's too late for them. They got to pay their alimony or child support. They can't. Okay, I'm the bad white man. Oh, shove the dildo up my ass some more, please. Just so I can live paycheck to paycheck and need the money. But the younger generations, regardless of your race, you don't have to tolerate it. You can just say, no, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not. Condition of my employment, I am exempted from all diversity, touchy, bullshit, political indoctrination training. You leave me the fuck alone. I come here, I do my job, and then I go home. I mean, like Captain Malcolm Reynolds. I do my job, I get paid. That's it. But you guys all, you all. Laughing Lark, $5. Hello, Laughing Lark. I am going to get to your other request that you wanted me to do an original. I will be getting to your original. I'm just trying to catch up with the specific ones. Hello, you. What history podcast do you listen to? I listen to Kings and Generals. That's a great one. Timeline, which is a BBC production. But the Brits have a hard-on for World War I, like the Great War. It's like, yeah, okay, you've done it a million times. Tell me something different. Invictus. And it's not a podcast, but I love the series Wings of the Red Star. And you can find those on YouTube. Like the videos are from the 80s, and they go through all the different Soviet weapons and planes and fighter planes and helicopters. And it's really cool. Like, oh, wow, Soviets did some cool shit back then. But that's not a specific podcast. That it? Are we all caught up? We're all caught up. All right. See you guys later. Toodles.